There's a lot of drama that goes down in the animal kingdom. Some animals have serious beef with other animals for various reasons, such as stepping into their territories uninvited, trying to hunt each other for food, or trying to mark their spot, testing each other to see who's more alpha or dominant. The list goes on and on. It's usually the most aggressive animals that cross paths and get on the wrong side of each other. They usually have a long history of bad blood and just don't see eye to eye. Welcome back to another episode of For Real, your go-to source for all things you would like to see firsthand. Imagine experiencing and actually going to live it and make memories for yourself. Be real, see it for real. Today we're going to show you our selection of 10 aggressive animals that hate each other. Be sure to stick around for our number one selection, because it will be one hell of a matchup. Something like a Conor McGregor versus John Jones fight. Okay, let's get into it. Number 10. Cheetah versus Ostrich. You already know what comes to mind when we think of these two aggressive animals. Speed. I'm sure no one would want to try to go up against these two animals unless you got one of those super fast exotic cars or something. The rivalry becomes quite challenging due to the competition between the epic speeds of the two animals. Both animals are so quick that you can compare them with bullets. The ostrich has a speed of 40 miles per hour. That is a breeze. However, the speed is truly matchless to that of the speed of a cheetah, which is 75 miles per hour. It is the fastest animal that has ever breathed on Earth. This is insane. Nonetheless, having a solid speed, Cheetah still finds real difficulty in defeating the ostrich. In terms of stamina, the ostrich is always a notch ahead. While a cheetah can be at its full speed for just a matter of minutes, it still has to come with its friends in order to defeat an ostrich. Alone, it won't be able to do much. Nature has made ostrich's legs in such a way that if it kicks the cheetah will have to face the consequences. Therefore, both of them hate each other's guts. Number 9. Cobra versus Mongoose. What a sight to see. There aren't very many animals out there that could fight a king cobra and eat it for dinner, but a mongoose is one of them. But how can it be that a skinny mongoose can take on one of the most venomous snakes in the world, like the hulking king cobra, whose venom can kill an adult human in around 30 minutes? For starters, mongooses are quick and agile, and have strong jaws and thick hides to block those scary cobra fangs. They also don't mind rushing a cobra, which is, in spite of its size and extravagantly toxic venom, actually very shy and uninterested in tangling with anybody. It's not impossible for a mongoose to get sick or even die from a cobra bite, but mongooses make a glycoprotein that binds to the protein in the venom so that a moderate amount of snake venom doesn't hurt them. Number 8. Python versus Alligator. Talk about two huge reptiles on a standoff face to face. Pythons are known for their dietary ambition. The large snakes have been found with the remains of everything, from deer larger than themselves and impalas to prickly porcupines in their bellies. Pythons also have been known to go head-to-head with crocodiles and alligators. In an infamous case in 2005, a Burmese python in Florida's Everglades National Park was found burst open and dead, with an American alligator sticking out of its guts. Burmese pythons, which can grow as large as 18.8 feet long, are an invasive species in Florida. The olive python, on the other hand, is native to Australia and is only found there. This species can grow up to 13 feet long. Clashes with Australia's freshies are common. In 2014, an olive python was video recorded killing and eating a freshwater crocodile at Lake Mundara, which is near Mount Isa. In that case, it took 5 hours for the snake to slowly stretch its jaws around the constricted croc. Guess you can decide who the victor is in this fight. Number 7. Badger versus snake. As some say, looks like a badger got the juice, or is there just luck on their side? A badger is a very crazy animal who is not afraid of its enemy, the snake. A badger immediately attacks a snake and does not rely on planning and plotting just like the other enemies of the snake, such as a mongoose. Even big snakes, like the black mamba or cobra, are nothing against the willpower of a badger. Snakes are only known to kill around 95,000 humans in a year, but for them, a single badger is enough to finish their life. Also, there's an anti-venom in badger's body, so even if it gets attacked by a snake, the venom will be neutralized, not bringing any harm to the badger. Number 6. Zebra versus lion. What do we have here? Zebra going up against the king of the jungle? Do you think it will stand a chance? The zebra is the favorite meal of the lions, and they are always looking to attack one to have some food ready. So, zebras always have to run for their lives and save themselves from the consistent attacks of the lions. But nature has made zebras clever enough to defend themselves. It's not easy at all to catch a zebra, so a lion has to be really vigilant. Zebras are renowned to give a sharp kick on the heads of lions to escape. Hence, the lions sometimes get their jaws broken by this fearless act of the zebra. So due to this, the lions have to suffer starvation and, in extreme cases, they even lose their lives. But the lion is the ultimate king of the jungle and will remain to continue the reign in the future too. Number 5. Lion versus hyenas. Why do lions kill hyenas? Oh, come on, we've all seen Lion King. We know how it goes down. They don't eat them after killing them, so hunger's clearly not a motive. They'll attack and kill hyenas who are sitting around minding their own businesses. So the lions are also not acting in self-defense or in defense of their cubs. Neither does the killing of hyenas seem to have any bearing on a lion's social status in its pride. So the question, from an evolutionary standpoint, is what sort of adaptation would cause one animal to expend energy to kill another animal when there's apparently no payoff? Or is it possible that hyenas do, in fact, incite hatred in lions? Not hatred in a fully human sense, of course, but perhaps there is something about the smell or appearance of hyenas that triggers an emotional response in a lion's brain. Number 4. Elephant versus rhino. We're getting into the heavyweights of the animal kingdom now. This is when it starts to get real interesting and intense. A fight between these two animals sounds exciting because both animals are solidly built. However, when looking at the speed as well as the horns the rhino possesses, it has the upper hand. The rhino will be able to hit first every time. White rhinos can run at speeds of 50 kilometers per hour and can use this speed and horns against an elephant. It will be difficult for the elephant to prevent itself from the attack of the white rhino. An African bush elephant is a mighty opponent too and will hold its ground. The skin of a rhino is also much harder as compared to that of an African bush elephant. Hence, it is quite challenging to say who will win against whom. Both are massive animals and possess certain unique qualities, which they can use to hurt or even kill each other. Number 3. Polar bear versus walruses. A polar bear is a mighty predator who is up against a slow animal. I think we can call it the winter soldier. I know you guys know where that name comes from. A polar bear can feast on anything that it finds in its territory. So, a fluffy walrus is what a polar bear looks to attack to have some food on the table. However, a walrus is clever enough to evade the attack by moving into the water where it has a definite advantage. Picture this, Winter Soldier versus Aquaman showdown. Get it? A walrus weighs 3 times more than a polar bear, which is also quite beneficial for walruses to fight a polar bear. On land, a polar bear holds a crazy advantage and can easily defeat a walrus. But in water, it is a walrus who will have the upper hand and can inflict deadly wounds on a polar bear. Number 2. White shark versus killer whale. Seems like these two beasts have always had it out for one another from the beginning of time. For years, the great white shark has been believed to be the ocean's most feared predator. But when 5 shark carcasses washed ashore on a beach in South Africa's Western Cape province in 2017, livers chomped from their bodies, a new question loomed in marine researchers' minds. Could the predator be prey? Scientists examined the bite marks under the pectoral fins of the dead sharks and found that they matched only one other ocean species, the orca, or more popularly known as killer whales. A team of marine researchers found that great white sharks will immediately flee if they detect orcas nearby. When confronted by orcas, white sharks will immediately vacate their preferred hunting ground and will not return for up to a year, even though the orcas are only passing through. Sheesh, talk about alpha. Turns out killer whales are real badasses. Not many people are aware of the contentious relationship between these two apex predators, but whale watchers have witnessed orca attacks on white sharks in the wild. In 1997, witnesses watched an orca ramming into the side of a great white shark, momentarily stunning it before flipping it over and holding it in place for 15 minutes to eat its prey. Similar incidences have also been captured on film in Costa Rica and Australia in 2014 and 2015. Number 1. Tiger vs. Crocodile. Yes, people, you know what time it is. Our number 1 selection. Rumble in the jungle. Ready? Fight! Mortal Kombat! Tigers and crocodiles were enemies of one another right from the time the planet Earth came into existence. Both animals are extremely dangerous and can be very attacking towards any other creature. Most of the time, these animals prefer to stay away from each other, but in the Indian subcontinent, the Bengal tigers and mugger crocodiles confront each other with a lot of passion and aggression. The Bengal tigers are famous for being extremely ferocious, while the mugger crocodiles are very clever to the core. Thanks to their mud-colored skin, they blend in within the mud and camouflage themselves to catch their prey. Mostly, the crocodiles feast upon innocent deer, but here we are talking about Bengal tigers versus mugger crocodiles. These two usually cross paths when the crocodile decides to leave the water, exploring the land, where it meets the tiger face to face. However, this is an entry into the land of tigers, so the tiger can defeat the crocodile after a tough battle. Also, inside the water, even the tiger could prove to be the worst enemy of a crocodile. But a few times the Bengal tigers encountered extremely huge crocodiles of saltwater. These crocodiles are known to defeat Bengal tigers. Hence, it becomes a challenge of equal weightage in the end. Which of these 10 aggressive animal fights do you think you'd have the balls to see up close and personal? Which ones would you like us to talk about in the future? Comment down below. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching 4-Reelers. Hey, are you a 4-Reeler yet? If not, what in the world? Join the movement. Click the subscribe, ring the bell to get notified, and let the world know that you too are a 4-Reeler. While you're at it, click the like button. Thank you. Stay safe. Till next time.